Morning, everybody. I'm not heading out milking. I feel about the same. My throat still hurts. Got drainage and stuff. You can see it's kind of feeding time here. Everybody's hungry. She's waiting to get milked. So I'm gonna head out and milk. By the time you guys see this video, it'll be Friday. That means tomorrow for you. Is the Hoot Nanny. I'm planning on going. Hope you guys are there. I'm telling you, these piglets, they're gonna be the death of me. See them back there? Went into milk. By the time I got out, there were 3 of them in there already eating chicken feed. So I'm gonna take this roll of chicken wire. I'm gonna lay it down half up and half on the ground here. And when I'm done, it'll look like this. I don't know if you guys can tell. So chicken wire comes out now, all the way out to here. So if they try to nose underneath the fence at the ground level, they're already too late. I should have done it anyway more recently for predators, but we've been lucky we haven't had any predators. So, got the 2x8 over there, this here. I just want them to get big enough where they can't scurry under the fence. We'll see what happens. I'm going to turn this dog right here into the best piglet herding dog you've ever seen. I'm going to get a project done today. I actually brought in some of the kids' homeschooling books, or I'm about to. But this wagon here, we love this wagon. You can see it's a fold-up wagon. It folds up really flat. This handle used to clip right there, but the plastic piece snapped right here. See? So there's no piece there to hold it in. So I'm gonna take some bungee cord. Whoa, I'm super white. I'm gonna take some bungee cord. I had just looped bungee cord around here, the one with hooks on the ends, but that tends to fall off. So I'm just going to tie this around and around there so that it allows it to, like if we need to pull it, it's got enough give that it pulls, but otherwise it doesn't keep on falling down and getting in the way. And there we have it. So I just took a piece, I tied it off here. I made it longer than I needed to. It's hanging down, I think probably lower than it needs to. But I wanted to make sure that when I pull it, I'm not fighting against it being up so high. Hey buddy, hold on a second. The other thing is, if I want it up tighter, I can kind of just loop it up around here like that, and then it'll stay up high, like if we're just parked someplace. So, man, that's bright. So, quick fix, cheap fix, I'm done. Hey guys, it is a little after 4. It is 64 degrees here on August, what is today, the 23rd? It's cold. I'm not complaining, it's just colder than I'm expecting. I'm actually going to take the mower out, I'm going to bag up some grass and feed it to the sheep, cows, pigs, maybe chickens and ducks, we'll see. Depends on how much I get to mow. Just to kind of trim up around here around the house. So I'm going to get to that. I'm going to throw on some gloves. I've showed you guys the gloves I like before, but I'm going to show you again for those of you who haven't seen. If you can see, it's a little bit dark in here. These are the gloves I love, right here. They're kind of a mesh glove, but then they've got a nitrile finish on them, and they almost take away none of my dexterity. Like, I can use them, I can even use these with my phone most of the time. So that's pretty cool. And then I'll throw some some earplugs in, and we'll be good to go. Figured while I was out here mowing, we'd give it its first official burn. So I threw some of this wood back here and there, and we're burning. So far so good, although I have to admit, I cheated. I used a little bit of gas just to get it started, but now it seems like it's pulling air in like a jet engine. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to add some more fuel to it and then keep mowing, and we'll see how it goes. You can see the paint's already starting to kind of burn off, so I don't want any of the kids around this when this happens, but I kind of knew this was going to happen, so needed to happen at some point. So this is like 25 minutes later. You can see the color has gone almost all black. There's a little bit of red right along the bottom there, and it's chewing through everything I put in there. It's got no problem burning. It's getting plenty of air still. I put the lid on once just because I wanted to see if there's enough. You know, I've drilled 4 holes and I took the bungs out, and it almost immediately went to smoke. So I used the shovel, flipped it off, and it went poof right back to fire. So I'm gonna either have to put more holes in that or just not use it except to put the fire out. But you can see it's a jet engine right now, man. So you can see the animals are eating the grass. There's a pile over there. I left a pile over further over there. Put a bunch of piles over here. They're eating it up. I like it. They much prefer fresh grass to hay. There's never been any question about that. Pigs are doing the same thing. I even gave a bag for the chickens to scratch through. You can see right there. They're just scratching through it a little bit. The ducks are eating it. I was listening to an interview or a podcast. Jack Spirko, the survival podcast. I don't know if you guys listen to it. He touches a wide range of topics. But he was talking to Joel Salatin. I haven't finished the whole podcast actually, but I don't remember if it was Jack or if it was Joel that said there's research in some country done that if a chicken eats, it's something silly like 2 or 3 blades of grass a day, they are 95% more they're 95% more healthy than chickens who don't. So they're talking about how, confinement chicken operations, literally if they did what I'm doing, they bagged up some grass and dumped it in there with them, the chickens would eat it, because they do. They'd be much healthier and they have far less losses, but they don't do that. Not sure why. And then the burn barrel, I haven't added anything to it for a while. Hope you guys have been able to hear me. I've got these gloves on and I hope it didn't stop the microphone. It's still burning. You can see it's jetting out the top here, and I'm right here, probably 6 feet, 7 feet away from it, and I can feel the warmth. It's got a good heat to it. I may actually use this at some of our fall parties, just because it's a little safer for the kids. They can't fall into it. Yeah, they can still burn themselves, but man, this puts out a good amount of heat. I don't want to drop my phone in there, but you can see it's melted burned everything down. Probably got maybe 6 or 8 inches of coals on the bottom, maybe 6. We're gonna head in and have some dinner. My wife just got home, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Hey guys, just finished dinner. What's that? Oh, what I had for dinner. I had a toasted bagel sandwich and some sushi. Oftentimes when we stop at Kroger, one of our local grocery stores, most of them now have a sushi bar. So my wife will get non-sushi sushi, vegetable sushi and crunchy rolls, stuff like that. Not actually raw fish sushi, which the kids absolutely love, and so do we. And then we have a lot of bagels left over from camping this past weekend, and English muffins. So we're trying to use those up. So we're making little mini sandwiches and bagel sandwiches and stuff like that. I just want to come out and check the burn barrel. I haven't done anything with it for a while. Oh, it's still burning. I think you guys can see that. Ooh, it's hot over the top of that. Whoa, Nelly. Oh, and I'm having a Mike's Hard Lemonade to wash dinner down. I'll be interested to see where the air holes are on the bottom, because it almost looks like where it's burning. I really don't want to get this too close to that. That's where the coals are. I'm going to come out and milk it a little bit. I'm going to try to get a little bit more grass cut. So I'll probably throw some more of this wood in there and let it burn down again. And then when I'm done milking, put the top on so everything's safe before I go in the house for the night. So that's what I'm going to do. Well, I've hardly stuck anything back into it, and it has gone right back into jet engine mode. I think I'm going to go ahead and say this burn barrel is a success. It seems to work pretty well. I came out to milk, and I've got a pig bucket to take to the pigs. And I was checking on the burn barrel. I wasn't going to add anything else to it, but then I remembered I've got these roots. So I may take some of the smaller ones. I mean, they're pretty stinking dry. and just see how they do. Or I may take one of the bigger ones, because that may be all that comes. I may throw this in there, see how it burns, see if we can get this burned down, because this is otherwise going to be a pain in my craw, my hindquarters, my rear end, and then I'm going to go milk after feeding pigs. So yeah, but it seems like it worked well. I think I'll show you guys later, but I think I may put a row of holes in the very bottom. I don't know if you can see in the very bottom how the color really didn't change much, and like it just changed right around those holes. I think if I put a row of holes at the very, very bottom of the barrel, it'll let oxygen down there and it'll burn hotter earlier. Because I think then it just gets stuff down there and it may not have burned it all down there. I don't know. We'll see when I dump it out. But I think I may do that. Okay, finished milking. The ducks have clean water. The piglets are still the bane of my existence. One of them decided to go underneath this piece of wood here. Like got over the piece of wood and then went underneath the fence. It was driving me nuts. What I'm thinking I might actually do is run a hot wire up here, over, and then back over there, and see if that keeps them in and gives them an extra space to eat. If it does, then I could pasture them that way. So we'll see what happens. But hopefully, I don't feel like I've gotten better. I feel okay. My body feels okay, but I'm still hacking up all sorts of junk. I'll save you the colors. It's not pretty. But I'm planning on being at the Hootenanny this weekend. More and more it's looking like it might be me and this guy, or me and this guy and maybe Homestead Girl one. I don't know, I'll have to see, but it's probably not going to be all the whole family, unfortunately. So, but we are looking forward to meeting whoever's going to be there, and I will see you guys in the next video. So, while I was milking, the stump melted, or how do I keep saying melted? It burned down. There's a great bed of coals in there. It's putting off a super amount of heat. It is really nice, because it is really chilly out right now, so this feels really good. But it is probably 8:30. It's later than I wanted it to be, so I'm going to put the top on here. I'm thinking now that it's just embers. We shouldn't have all the smoke and stuff, so let's see what happens. Just kind of put that across there. Yeah, there should be plenty of venting for that to just kind of simmer down all night long. Yeah, so I think it's going to work well. Now, probably by the end of tomorrow, or by tomorrow morning, the paint on this will be melted off, and the paper will be gone. Because it really does put out a good amount of heat, and like you can feel it. If I put my hand over the vent here, yeah, there's a good amount of heat coming out of there. So, we'll see what happens in the morning. This is how much the piglets love milk. There's actually 2 piglets in the trough, and several more trying to get in the trough. I also wanted to show you, while I was giving them the milk, I don't know if you guys can see this. See how this panel is kind of loose at the bottom? I noticed the fencing staple over there someplace. So I'm going to put a couple more staples in, because that could be a problem down the road. I'll pop 3 more staples in, panel's good, and I am going to go get the kids to bed. We'll see you guys tomorrow.